Welcome to another episode of Sophisticated Ignorance Podcast. I'm your host, Steven.
And I'm Nieema.
And we got V
Vixon.
here.
What's up? What's going
We're
on?
back again at Dubway Studios. Want to shout out everybody that's tuning in right now. Shout out to everybody that's watching us on YouTube. Make sure you press subscribe, like, share, do everything. We didn't mention this on last week's episode. You wasn't supposed to do that. But we didn't mention this on last week's episode. Your documentary is on the website. If you go to sipodcast.net, you'll be able to watch Nieema's documentary where she discusses everything about, the surgery and the transitions and just, being 30.
Yeah,
and that
family, broken relationship.
I ain't getting no shout out. I don't know how I
You
feel
did
about
get
that.
a shout out, Steven.
You got the picture.
I got the picture.
You got a picture in there. But I did realize, I was like, there's a lot of people that I feel like I left out. But in the moment.
Did you?
The thing is, you're always going to leave somebody out in those subjects.
Yeah, and I didn't.
You can't get everybody.
Yeah, and I didn't mean to.
I was just talking shit. I didn't.
But, no, even as like I watched it, I was like, holy shit, I forgot about this person. But it's like, in the moment. Yeah, like in the moment.
But you shot all of that in one day, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so there was no way you was gonna address everything unless you
Yeah.
actually had it scripted out, and I know
Yeah.
you don't
but
ever
it was
have
just,
anything scripted out.
No, I think what she's saying
I
is
think
in
I
the
didn't give
sense-
credit to like a lot of my friends who was here. I talked about my family and everything, but I didn't give a lot of credit to my friends, even though we added them in at the end in the credits to like show them what we did throughout the year. But I was like, holy crap, I didn't, thank my friends. But they know how I feel about them. It was just a lot going on at the moment.
It's not
Yeah.
an Emmys awards speech. Like, you forget somebody, they ain't gonna get that tight, so they'll be alright.
Yeah, if they're a real friend, they
still
appreciate
loves
everything you did.
Yeah, they
as
definitely.
opposed to
Yeah, they been supportive.
I didn't feel like she mentioned that one time she called me and like, nah, you gotta relax.
And thank you to everybody who actually watched it and gave me a feedback. That's kind of dope. Like I didn't really set out for it to be like this thing that it actually is. But it's cool. I mean, I was just doing it to vent in a way. I really didn't. No, but I'm being serious. I did it.
I get
in a
it.
way
Like
to,
you just did
vent.
it. Yeah, you did it
And
as a
didn't
way to
really-
express yourself, but you didn't expect the
Yeah.
feedback that you got.
Yeah.
It's the same way I feel about the show. It's like we did this shit on the whim, and like when people reach out to us, it's like, you listen?
I was like, oh shit, you
How?
actually watch. Like people
Why?
who are like really like big in fashion and like makeup, they would hit me up. I'm like, oh shit, you watched it? They were like, yeah, and why you didn't invite me to the party? I definitely would have came. I was like, shit, bitch, I thought you was booked and busy. Like I didn't think you was gonna want to come to my little old party. I think my little old event.
Invested in me.
But that's dope. I appreciate that.
Word, you popping out here in these streets, yo.
I ain't popping. I'm a regular,
here
regular
we go.
schmaggy.
You already have your rebrand, so we cut the shit. The rebrand is in full
Well,
effect.
my question is, if, now you just mentioned earlier before the mics cut on that people are wanting a part 2. So what is this going to be called? The rebirth? Like how does this work?
The rebirth.
I don't know.
Rebirth the remix.
Right.
I don't
the
know.
rebirth of the rebirth.
I mean,
like,
you came up with the name The Rebirth, so that means you got to
Did
come
I?
up with a new name. Yeah.
did I?
You did.
That's your fault.
For
man.
real?
Yes.
Yeah, I did. Yeah, that's me.
It was all you, fam.
So I don't know. I guess it'll just be like what I post surgery and
Post birth.
My teacher actually said happy birthday to me. She said happy new birthday, so I thought that was kind of cool. But
Oh, new birth. Oh shit.
yeah,
New birth.
the new birth.
That's her fault.
I'm definitely executive producing this one.
Oh,
It's gonna be
no,
mad ignorant.
I'm not-
Listen, first of all,
I'm not even about
I
to
feel
spill
like
the
y'all, you should come with me when I go on vacation for my birthday and capture me.
We going
Like
to Iceland or
in
what we
Iceland,
doing?
yes.
Did I?
We still getting such and such to pay for the trip, or
No, he was from Croatia.
that's fine.
I'm not. No, nigga.
We can
You
tell
don't-
him he
what is
can
wrong-
send the bread. We're coming to Croatia, but we go to Iceland.
What is
What are
wrong
you
with-
talking
What's
about?
wrong with Croatia?
What are we talking about today on the show?
Oh,
All right, we'll talk about this off here.
Mm.
But first, before we even get into our shit, shout out to our sponsor, Scotch Porter. You guys make sure you use the code SI10 to get 10% off your order on scotchporter.com. Daily essentials for men, for beard, hair, face, body, everything.
And
They'll be
pubes.
You said
What?
pubes. First of all,
actually
when I
they
came
do.
in here,
They do. They got
when I came in here,
they got
bitches
male
said call me a
wipes.
twat or something
No,
about
I
a
didn't call you a
twat.
twat. Wow.
What is that? My
That's
twat was out. What did you say?
No one said that.
For the sake of the show, I'm not going to
Okay.
defend you. I'm
For
going to
all the
agree with
record,
Nieema.
I did not call Nieema a twat. I was referring to something
For the
else.
sake of the story, yes, you did.
Okay.
Anyways.
And I'm done.
Anyways, yeah, they actually do have like male wipes for like, if you
That's
go to
cool.
the
So fresh
gym.
meat?
Because
fresh
at the-
meat wipes?
At
Yeah,
the
yeah,
event,
yeah.
I did auction off. It's not the auction. I raffled off auction off. Raffled off some Scotch
Auction
quarter
off some
stuff.
people.
So I have to give it to my friend.
That's dope.
His stuff. So yeah.
Yeah, I use it. I support it 2,000%.
He doesn't have a beard, so I guess I have to recommend. You have to tell me what other stuff he can get.
Oh, he gets
just
stuff
for
for his face.
Face
He
wash
gets
and
stuff for his hair.
Okay.
They just released a body collection over the summer, which is fucking amazing. They have a scented candle that I just copped. It smells
I love
fucking.
me a candle.
Nice.
It smells amazing. So yeah, just use the code SI10, save 10% off your order.
Please.
So yeah, how was everybody's week?
Long.
It was
It was a long week for me.
It was weird. It was long and just like.
I think the
weird.
weather change was kind of like abrupt.
Yeah.
So
Well,
I think
I
that's
didn't-
another thing.
I definitely didn't work as much because I got sick Tuesday, so I had to call out of work and I couldn't go to school.
But you back 100% right now, right?
Yeah, at the moment I am.
Liddy.
Just post surgery stuff that I deal with at times. But it was crazy. But yeah,
Yeah,
the
it
week
was a
just
weird
seemed
week.
long.
Yeah,
I
it
guess.
was a weird week.
You know,
It's
a lot
annoying.
of projects and stuff at work and whatnot, but
Same.
you know,
I'm avoiding all my projects. I gotta do it tonight.
nice.
Lit.
That's what
Sounds
being a
fun.
good student's all about.
Yep.
Procrastination.
That's all you do.
I'm gonna do it later.
Literally, mind you, I knew about this project since like July, and it's due next Thursday. And
Wow,
I'm like,
it's-
I got time.
Happy October. Like,
It's gonna be fun.
No, it's not.
This is a fun project. But yeah, let's get into this. We're talking about how people are just.
We gotta talk about trash in general.
so
Because that's probably a word that's been synonymous with this show since like day one.
for those
Yeah.
that
We've
know
called
me,
kids trash. We've called
Yes.
people trash. We've called situations trash. We've called trash trash.
pretty much.
Garbage.
Yes.
Filth.
For those who have been listening to the show, one of my mottos is everybody's trash.
Yes.
Yes.
And it is very true. not to say okay,
Prove me wrong.
But the thing is, I think when I say it to people or whatever, people think like, oh my god, not everybody, and I'm not trying to say
I'm trash
Ev-
too.
right.
I'm
We
fuck,
all have a little bit
bite
of
me.
trash in us, and it's just to say in the sense of like we all have our flaws, we all have our like bad parts to ourselves. You know what I'm saying? So that's the trash part of us. We can constantly work at being better and becoming more recyclable, like the episode.
Like when Aura called me a recycling bin, I was like, you know what? You got a good point. I'm sturdy.
I
I'm
live
cleaner.
to
I
become-
don't have no odor.
I live to become a clean recycling bin that is not full of trash,
There you go.
but trash could enter it at any time.
This
You know,
is also
it's
true.
all about just being not perfect, really.
What kind of trash are you? That's the question.
All right, thank you, Dr. Phil. Let's really
That's
take
the
a
question.
deep dive.
But nah, when I look at it, it's like kind of almost in the same stance of like everybody could be trash. But I feel like for me, when I usually refer to people being trash, it's like I know for myself, Nieema, even for you, V, like we've been through a lot of shit. So I think we reached a point in our lives where we just want as much of a stress-free environment and stress-free relationships, regardless if it's friends, partners, family, whatever. And there's people like go out of their way to just do some shit that's just unnecessary. And then I'll be like, all right, you're fucking trash. Like, there was no reason for this. This was uncalled for. Like, you just being mad extra. Like, this is a very simple situation. And you made this shit difficult. So,
'Cause you have
congratulations.
a trash in
Hefty
your
bag.
I feel like people just do shit like that for attention too.
Yeah.
Most of the times.
Everybody
Yeah.
would just be
Just for
trolling.
attention. Like, what happened in your childhood to make you just
Everything.
So
What?
go on Instagram and you will see the amounts of trash in the comments.
hit that explore page?
Oh, God. Don't. Save yourself.
Hit the explore page and then read the comments.
Oh,
Sometimes reading the comments is my favorite part. Cause I'd be like, yo, people
Or garbage.
are really fucked up.
Yeah.
It's like if somebody posted something positive, right? And there's really no room or need to say something garbage. Yet you got that one nigga in the comments, yo, this bitch mad fat. Shut up. My nigga, first of all, you
He look like
look
something.
like a dinosaur.
He
They be
look-
looking like something from SpongeBob.
He
Wow,
looked like
fucking
he looked like
fishes.
fucking Grimace.
They be looking
You
horrible.
look like a gremlin and Chucky mix combined. Alright? Little water on this nigga and he's definitely about to start spazzing. Get outta
No.
here. I'm not
That
even
movie
talking
is
about your
still- that
face.
movie
I'm
is
not
still
talking about
lit.
your personality.
That's the movie.
You know
Is
what I'm
still
saying?
lit.
Like, come on. Like, it's not even that necessary. Mad people gotta be clapping back in the comments like, what is wrong with you? Relax.
Don't
It's a
you
Sunday.
remember like Fox 5 Kids when you was little, like in between like the cartoons, they'll show like little like this little, not an infomercial, but it'll just be a screen, and they'll have like a random fact of like, you know, what was one random fact? Like people eat like X amount of spiders while they're asleep during the year.
Fuck?
No, I think
Yeah.
I think I know what
I
you
be
mean.
eating
But there was one that was like that.
What?
Spider-Man.
The fuck? I don't want to know about
I
that.
think there was one that said like, you use more muscles to be angry as opposed to being happy. So it's like you going out of your way to be a jerk or a dick. It's like, yo, you're fucking trash, my nigga.
Stop.
Like, why?
Stop it. Get
Like
some
like
help.
you say, like it could be a completely positive comment, picture or whatever they post, and you're finding ways, like you're nitpicking little shit here and there just to make a negative comment, and it's like, why?
Because people be bored, broke, and not busy enough.
Facts.
That'd be the
Facts.
problem.
I think people just have a very unfortunate, cynical part of their brain that can't see anything good sometimes. You know what I'm saying? They can't see the good in shit. So they're automatically like prone to comment some negative shit because that's the way they think. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because shit around them is trash. So then they can only see trash. So when they see something good, nah. that
Yeah,
shit
let's put
garbage.
some trash on this. Let me
Let's-
sprinkle.
yeah,
Let me
let's-
sprinkle some trash on this.
Trash
that,
bay.
that reminds me of this group of guys. These group of, I don't know if they're all white or if they're just white and Indian, but they are one of them off, like weird kids growing up. Girls didn't want to date them. The girls they wanted didn't want them. So as they got older, they just started hating women. And they have this little club to where they go around and just like trapping women on the internet and then meeting up with them and like.
Wait, I think
Oh,
somebody told me
beating
about
them and
this.
shit
What are
like
they
that.
called?
Like, what the fuck? You're that type.
Oh,
You're
shit, I
that
forgot
type
the
because
term.
you
Yeah, somebody told me
different.
about some shit
Like,
like that. That shit is
just
fucking
fuck with
creepy.
the bitches who on your level. You can't get mad if the popular girl doesn't want you. And since you're going out of your way to date other women who don't want you, you're tight. So now you want to kill them and beat on
Yeah,
them.
there's a whole
It's
cult
a
of
whole
them. I
group.
forgot the term of
Yeah.
that,
Like,
but-
what type of shit?
And then they get like interviewed and whatnot. Like this
Incels?
is exactly
Yeah.
this is exactly why I say everybody's trash. Because who the fuck is gonna be like, you know what? It's a good interview. Yeah, let me interview the random white guy that's luring women online and fucking killing them and
Because
leaving
you're
their
mad.
bodies.
Yeah, because now you hate all women. You hate all women because when you're 13, Becky didn't want to go with you to the fucking sock house.
Read a book.
Like,
Come on.
Unsubscribe.
Read a fucking book.
He-
Shut up.
Oh
Who
my
cares?
I blame anime.
Look, I wasn't getting.
I blame anime.
Don't do that. Don't. Anime's done nothing wrong.
I
Don't
blame
do that.
anime.
Dragon Ball Z did this.
Don't be rude.
Sailor Moon.
Nah,
all
Sailor
them
Moon.
shits.
Sailor Moon was all about women empowerment. They weren't trash. Sailor Moon was the less trash show on TV.
Nah, she was like the Beyonce and everybody else was just
But isn't that real
beneath
life?
her. No!
Son, the way they transformed, of course it was Beyonce. Give me a break.
Mm-mm.
I'm mad we got into this.
It's all relative, though. Come on.
It is.
Well, the first point we was gonna make was, are people really trash? And I guess that sums up that question.
Next. No, stop. I mean, yeah, I think being trash has definitely different factors. Once again, what I was saying before, if you're surrounded by trash, if you live in unfortunate circumstances, or you see everything, or your perspective of the world is garbage because, you know, you're in a bad situation, or like, let's say you have people around you, your family's not great, or your friends aren't good,
Mhm.
depending on your circles and stuff, then yeah, you're gonna be a trash person because all that shit kind of feeds into you. You know what I mean? But at the same time, it's just like you could probably just be ungrateful for the shit that you have around you and just be trash because you can't appreciate it.
Also
it's a
true.
toss-up.
I don't think I have anything more to add to that. He pretty much summed it up there. Why you got that stank look on your face?
I just had a flashback of this nigga.
She smelled the trash.
Let me guess. He was trash.
She had a
he
sensory memory.
was a whole fucking weirdo. He was just a whole weirdo.
Not a half a
I
weirdo.
feel like not a whole weirdo.
How you roll the O?
It's called talent. It's called talent.
Yes, talk about this trash human being, please.
I feel like a lot of times people have emotional issues. Like they don't know how to balance that out. So it comes out in either a destructive way or just
Mhm.
like I said, weird. It's just like I was watching what you posted on the podcast page about sometimes women can appreciate a good man
Oh,
because
God.
they don't feel like they. I feel like that happens with men too, and I think that comes from a place of them just being like, I don't know, having bad examples, doing a whole bunch of dumb shit earlier in their life, or just I don't know. I just feel like a lot of times people are just fucking weirdos and it goes all the way back to their childhood and they haven't dealt with it yet. And so
Yep.
it comes out in other ways.
And then when people challenge them on their behavior, they get mad defensive.
Yeah, when people just in general just challenge them, it's like, oh no, I can't fuck with this. This is too good. I'm using trash. I need to go back to my bin. I need to go back to my garbage bin because this is too clean. I can't.
Whoa.
What do you mean hand sanitizer? No, I can't. Can't do that. Too much for me.
Mr. Grouch ass niggas. I love trash.
Even Mr. Crouch will have them with the side eye. Like,
right,
yo,
like,
my nigga.
You do it too much.
At least I live on Sesame Street.
Right.
You do it too much and I live in a trash can.
At least I got a friend. Little worm nigga right here. This is my fucking bestie, bro.
Yo,
Worm was lit, yo. He had all the moves. He ain't say shit the whole fucking...
Never.
It's been like 45 seasons and he ain't say a peep.
Name a better duo.
This is completely off topic. But speaking about duos, I had this whole debate at work about Phineas and Ferb being brothers or like best friends.
Yes.
Okay.
And they're actually stepbrothers. I don't know how that's relevant, but I just thought about that.
I was like, okay, this is getting deep.
That's a segment.
No, I just thought about that.
We need a segment called Random Facts. And it comes out of nowhere.
I got a lot
that makes me think about the hoopla from this past week of
Bert and Ernie being gay?
Yeah, but they're not gay.
Okay, no. Let me break it down.
First, people used to always tell me that they were actually gay.
But then the producers from Sesame Street said they're not. They're just...
So the creator...
Besties?
Yeah.
The creator of the character...
They have no sexual orientation. That's what they said.
Right. The creator of...
So they're them. Or they.
They're puppets.
They're puppets. The creator of the characters, Bert and Ernie, was based off of his relationship with his partner. You know what I'm saying?
His gay partner.
Right, his gay partner. So that's what the characters...
embody.
Right, embody. But according to Sesame Street people, they can't be gay because they don't have genitalia because they're Muppets.
I was getting ready to say something.
So the Muppet people being mad technical, mad semantical, like, no, technically they can't be gay because they can't fuck because they don't have penises. They're Muppets.
But they never had. That's probably why Bert was always angry because he wasn't getting no dick. He always had an attitude.
First of all, wow. Second of all,
let's get back on topic, please.
He always had an attitude. Like, why you dumb tight?
The point is, everybody just shut up. The show is barely on anymore. Come on.
They still get new episodes.
I mean, but
nobody watches it.
Everybody's for Elmo now. Come on.
That's true.
Don't be trash. See,
first of all, Tweety Bird was a boy. That threw me off.
Yeah, Tweety Bird been a boy.
Yes, but the lashes and the way Tweety Bird be.
Well, don't women always come? Don't women always say like they're always jealous of men and their lashes and their eyebrows?
My lashes be lit. I don't do shit to them.
It's the difference between that. And then Tweety Bird.
His shit was natural, yo. Don't hate. Don't hate.
You're right. I was just shocked that it was really a boy.
Be mad. Be trash. Be trash in this. Be trash right now.
See, it all ties back together.
Yo, we mad off topic.
So is social media to blame for people and their behavior?
Yes, next.
Their trash like behavior.
Yo, what is this?
Yeah, I think it definitely has a large impact because now you could just say shit and don't reap no repercussions for it. Yeah. Like if you said some wild shit in person back in the day, your chin was gonna get checked
on site.
Now you can say your shit, type it up.
Cardi.
Now you can say your shit online and just go back to speaking more trash.
Word.
That's ridiculous.
And then you'll find people that agree with your trash. Mm-hmm. So now it even empowers you.
Well, I like the way when people counter trash with good shit, and then like in the comments you get people like that are sarcastically ignoring all the trash shit, or they use the trash shit as a means.
Or they be like, God bless you.
Right, to be positive.
I think the person that handles the trash shit the best is Amanda Seales. I
fucking love her.
I love her responses to shit. I be in tears, especially when she puts the little photo of herself.
Oh yes,
with the faces.
Classic shit.
I love her clapbacks because it's always classy.
I love watching her Insta stories.
It's always classy and it's always with a level of intelligence.
I love it. She's
sometimes you gotta clap. And well, I don't know if this is a question on our thing, but like, is clapping back at the trash, does it help or does it just do more harm?
You know, as far as me, when it comes back to responding to certain shit, it takes a lot in me not to say anything because it's like you can't hear the tone of my voice. So I can't really argue with you. under a fucking picture or under a comment. Like it's not the same effect. I'm just not that kind of person. Like I want to see you face to face. So if you get crazy with me, then you know the next part is gonna slap the shit out of you. But arguing with you,
Okay, Remy Ma.
arguing with you under a comment, I feel like it's just a waste of fucking time.
Word.
Like I can check you, like, bitch, suck my dick. I can say that, but it's I want to hit you and I can't. So then it's no point.
I thought you were gonna say something else. I'm not gonna.
I want to shoot you.
No. I'm not gonna say what I was thinking. Inappropriate.
I mean, thankfully, I haven't witnessed, people saying some wild shit. Although something did happen recently, and I did go back and forth because I was bored at work.
You had the time?
Yeah, I had the time.
Made time.
But like my homegirl of mine, this was probably like, I don't even know when she posted this picture, but she probably posted this picture months or weeks ago. So I commented or whatever, and then some random person, cause she's a very voluptuous woman, and she lives in Dubai, so some random dude just came out of nowhere. It's like, oh yeah, such and such, she's out here, selling ass to live over there. I'm like,
why is that any of your business?
See, this is what I'm talking about.
So I responded. I was like, no, that's not the lifestyle she lives. You're fucking a piece of shit for even mentioning some shit like that. And the picture was like 35 weeks old. Like, why are you scrolling back that far? Like, fab.
Maybe he liked it at one point. So, if you like it or you comment,
Yeah,
and somebody else comment,
Instagram
it pops back up.
Brings those notifications where
And that shit is
somebody's
annoying
replying.
too. Like, I don't care.
That's the only reason why
That's
the only reason why I even saw it is because he responded to a comment I made on her page.
Right.
So I'm like, yo, what the fuck is this? Because I was confused. Like, what are you talking about? And then,
my adrenaline starts rushing. I'm like, oh yeah?
Yeah, like you talking wild crazy. And then it was, as soon as he said something, then it was like a bunch of them like kept following up. And I feel like he probably just had like numerous like accounts to just talk shit. So I just started spamming all of them. Yeah. So like, I ain't got time. I ain't got time.
Spam, block, delete. That's a triple combo. If you can't punch somebody in real life,
right?
Let him spot them. It's over.
Cause shit like that is just mad distasteful.
You don't deserve.
It's one thing to like disagree with somebody on a point, but shit like that is just mad distasteful and unnecessary.
That wasn't even a respectful disagreement. That was talking out your ass just to be a troll, just to get some fucking flack.
Yeah, and back to what he said about it probably a dude that looked like a fucking gremlin.
Yeah.
He's probably a dude like that who never had access to a woman that beautiful or whatever.
But you still don't have access to them because it's the internet. Like, you
yeah,
don't see her in real life. You're like, come on.
So they counter it by being just fucking disrespectful because she ain't respond to your DM or she ain't fucking follow you back. I don't know. Everybody's trash.
Well, I mean, when your Abby looks like a
we should
no.
We should do a remix of that OT Genesis song. Instead of everybody mad, everybody trash.
Oh boy. Yeah, there's different levels of trash too. I don't know if you want to talk about that. Well, probably. I don't know if there's different levels. I mean, it's all.
Yeah, you trash. Trash is trash.
You trash.
Well, then again, you could be trash out of ignorance by not knowing better.
Yeah.
It's too. If you got time to be on the internet and be a dickhead, you got time to Google some facts. I feel like that's just people being lazy and just straight up.
Yeah, but then
dumb.
At the same time, you're playing devil's advocate here. You probably a byproduct of learned behavior. So if you don't know no better, you're not gonna know. If you don't know any better, then you're just gonna keep carrying on until somebody brings something to your attention. Because you can make a trash. You can make a trash.
Pornhub, you could Google fucking historical facts.
You don't Google Pornhub, you just know it.
Well, see, there's that.
No, but Nieema has a point. Like, if you don't know anything, it's not even a matter of probably I should see or look this shit up.
We know people don't do that shit. Actually think or look up shit before they say it. No.
No. Well, yeah, looking up shit before you say something, fine. Being ignorant implies that you're only going based off of your knowledge and whatever else. But what I'm saying is, if you say something ignorant, you know what I'm saying, and then somebody claps back at it, then do your time to do your Googles. 2 seconds. Google results is mad fast. You know what I'm saying? And then, you know what I'm saying, realize I was either right or wrong, and then correct yourself.
Okay, so
My
that's
bad, y'all.
twice.
So
that's twice you want to be trash on the show.
Definitely got to take a call.
I did not know. Y'all know I don't know how to work my phone.
It's called volume down.
It is down.
Why are you doing anything?
It wasn't down.
It wasn't down. Oh, wow.
It's down now, guys.
Wow.
Trash.
Stop money.
And that's how she is in the comments. Let me stop.
She really is though. Wait, have you told somebody to suck your dick on it?
Not yet, but it's going to happen sooner or later. I feel it.
Well, if you ever need me to step in,
Like 50 says, don't push me. Like,
if you ever need me to step in, by all means. Where the fuck are we?
yeah.
See, I come back on the show and fuck up everything.
Nah, we good. We back.
Hey, they've been tuning in for 2 years. They ain't leaving us now. This is a committed relationship now.
That sounds very abusive. Just please stay.
Please stay.
I'm the one to beg.
I'm begging you. Has the internet skewed like what's really trash? Cause there's probably I wish I had an example.
I would say yeah. Because
expound on that.
Cause like there'll be a situation where it's like okay, like I don't know, like something that's not as bad, and then people just because they have an opinion, everybody would denounce it trash. But then if you're somebody with common sense, it's like it's really not that serious. Relax.
I don't know.
Cause I think because everything is just so instant now, it's like everything's on high alert as soon as you get it.
Well, does that come down to sensitivity? You know what I'm saying? Like we're definitely more sensitive than we used to be. I mean, rightfully so. I mean, there are a lot of things that we're calling out from the past that are not right now. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So, for example, you have things like the Me Too movement. You have people being harassed. There was just a hashtag recently called sorry I didn't bother to, or I didn't bother to report. Basically, just in the lights of like women being harassed, women are sharing the stories about why they didn't report the sexual harassment sooner, and obviously it's all because of like being scared and trauma and all that stuff. You know what I'm saying? So in that regard, it's like in the past this wouldn't even be a conversation. You know what I'm saying? Like it would just be all right, someone gets abused and then that's it, period. But now that people have the platform, or it's more acceptable to come out with these things or come forth with these things, now the conversations are being had and the trash, so to speak, is being revealed. So in that regard, even not as heavy just as like sexual harassment, but like in other regards where you talk about like Trump and the government and bullshit, whatever, like people could talk about these things and it starts a conversation about this being garbage. You know what I'm saying? Instead of it being like you're on defense when it comes to what's decent and what's not. You know what I mean? Like there's clear, definitive lines now instead of it just being like mad blurry or mad gray.
I don't know. I just feel like at times there's just certain things that people just latch on to a little bit too heavily, and it's like, yo, bro, like fucking relax.
Well, give an example.
Like there's people that are fucking way too into every single thing that Trump does. Like, okay, we get it. Yeah. He is a trash individual. But then it's like, fam, like
you gotta relax. You're causing yourself so much.
Yeah, like it's really he fucked up yesterday. He fucked up today, and he's gonna fuck up tomorrow.
Yeah.
So it's like
fuck up 2020. Like that ass. Yeah, no, I get it. Like you retweet, you repost, you share all these horrible things. You know what I'm saying? And then it kind of makes you seem like, yo, are you okay?
Like, why are you complaining so fucking much?
Word.
I purposely don't pay attention to certain shit. Because I don't feel like being bothered. Like, I want to live in my bubble. I want to be happy today.
Ignorance is bliss.
Literally. I'm like, I'm be completely aloof today. Yes, this is what I'm going to do.
Because there have been plenty of times, like, people will bring up stuff that happened in the news that's, like, known all over the place. And I'm like, huh?
Yeah, I'm like, when that happened?
Where? Yesterday. They shot who?
Yesterday.
Oh, that's news to me. My bad.
Oh, that's why it's called news.
Well, keep it.
Every time I
unsubscribe.
watched the news a while back, like for like 15, 20 minutes. I'm like, well, goddamn. And somebody dying, a building done fell, somebody's got blown up.
Somebody got robbed.
Somebody got robbed. Somebody got scammed out of their money. It's like, you know what?
And then the weather.
This is right. The weather this week. You're like, whoa, segue? Yeah. No.
I
just wanted to know if it was raining today.
That's it.
Now I'm depressed.
You know what? Like, I didn't want to watch all
cut
this.
myself.
I just wanted the little blurb in the left corner of the screen to be like, it's these many degrees and this is the time. That's all I need at the moment.
And they don't even balance out the bad and the good news.
It's
that
never
fluffy
any good
bullshit
news.
is like, oh, a cat was born today.
I was getting ready to say that.
Come
Talking about a dog or a cat.
Fam, you just said 90 people died in Fallujah. I'm gonna care about one cat being born?
Like,
That's gonna make me feel better?
And we're still at war.
Like,
But Rufus the dog was found today. I'm like, what?
Fuck Rufus. You feel like fuck Rufus. Rufus don't live over here.
word. We're just saying in these streets.
I don't know. But yeah, it just be too much. It just be too much. Another thing that's fucking too much, well, we kind of discussed it already, is the fucking cyberbullying.
Yeah.
Like, I'm kind of like 50-50 with it in the sense of, like, one, people that do that shit, you're fucking trash. But two, it's like, why am I getting overly sensitive about somebody that I don't know who they are, where they're from, if that person is real? Like, I could never imagine myself being cyberbullied. Like, that would just be weird to me.
I mean, it happens. I mean, it happens in like the smallest of ways too. Like back to people just leaving like a rude ass fucking comment.
Yeah.
That's a form of it.
Delete, comment, block. But there's people that's like, you hear like, you know, kids.
Right.
Kids are way more sensitive, and if you're not coming from, if you can't relate to being bullied when you were a kid, you're not going to be able to relate to these little kids being bullied now.
What's
Being bullied and teased. As a girl, I was.
Well, I was.
I mean,
and for me, it's like, well, I mean, when you mention kids, it reminds me of that poor kid that took his life.
Yeah.
Yeah, those
when he
situations
came
are
out
extremely
gay,
unfortunate.
You know what I'm saying? Like, and the thing is with cyberbullying, it's not even a matter of, all right, yo, let me just, like, as a kid, you know what I'm saying? You're not thinking, oh, well, let me just block these people, whatever. Because as a kid with social media, especially, it's all about being like interactive, and you want to talk to people. You know what I'm saying? So when people come back to you with all this hate, you don't know how to respond to it. You could block, but then it just keeps popping up. It's like weeds.
Yeah, the difference between them now and us, like, we had to deal with it in school. We could come home and we could completely ignore it.
Word.
They deal with it in school and at home because they're constantly on their phones. Because they're not programmed to do anything else. Not all people have their kids reading books and concentrating on their homework when they come home. They're all not going outside and riding their bikes like we used to. They're literally on their fucking iPhones and iPads and tablets or whatever. Doing shit. 12-year-olds on Instagram looking wild grown. So I mean,
all that bullying shit used to be just like
people teasing you, picking on you. Oh, you're fat. Oh, you're ugly. Oh, your hair nappy. Oh, throw your lunch on the floor. You know, then you got to fight after school. Now it's just like it's constant and it's a lot more cruel. And kids will really hurt you. Like they will really physically try and hurt you. And we've seen it plenty of times. And although we can say it's easy to just turn off their phone or don't pay attention to it, they're kids and their emotions are still very, very, you know.
So then, who needs to be responsible in creating the solution? Because I think we've gone like maybe a few months where we keep hearing about these kids killing themselves because of cyberbullying.
I honestly, I don't know, because
I
just
wonder
like we
like,
kept things from our parents, kids could keep things from their parents.
I wonder
too.
where's their like siblings at? Because if I had a sibling that was getting cyberbullied, I'm beating somebody's ass.
In the example with the 9-year-old kid, like he came out to his family and they were cool with it. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, in certain cases, it's not even a matter of he had no one to turn to. You know what I'm saying? It's like he turned to his family, they were accepting of it. But all his little trashy ass little friends or friends at this point,
classmates, yeah,
they were the ones that couldn't accept it and not be you know, responsible. So they're the ones that are to blame, and you can't blame anyone else except people say blame the parents or whatever, but at the same time, parents aren't always the causes for these shits. Like these little kids are surrounded by, once again, all these perceptions of trash images, so they're gonna pick up on that shit and then emulate it. You know what I'm saying? So I don't blame TV. I don't know. I don't know what to blame. It's hard to. There's so much fingers to point at. It's hard to narrow down to one thing. But social media is just a big ass megaphone that amplifies that shit. Me being bullied.
Social media is sanitation.
Right. Well, me being bullied in junior high school, it was only condensed to the building of the school.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Social media, that shit's getting retweeted. You got other niggas that are chiming in now, strangers. Everybody's blasting that shit out. That shit's going everywhere. Like. That's
intensified.
That's mad fucking intense. Like, bro, I just have to deal with the whole ass grade being. I gotta deal with the whole ass planet. Nah, man. I can't block a planet.
Oh my god.
Well, if you took the time out,
nigga, that's too much time. I can't block the planet Earth, bro.
Now you're a hermit. Like
Now you gotta literally live in the streets. You gotta be underground.
Fucking
You gotta hide.
Well, the dude from Harlem was doing it under the grave.
Well, once again, he's still living his worst life. So
It's worse.
That's what you think. Rent free.
I was in Harlem yesterday.
No comment.
Where were you at in Harlem?
Everywhere. Too much places. I just no thanks. I was around 125th. That's enough for me.
Whoa, see, I don't even go over there. Y'all gotta
Yeah,
stop.
you wildin'.
I don't know why people associate Harlem with 125th and y'all go over there. Y'all talk bad about it. Why do y'all go there? People in Harlem don't even go there.
I didn't want to go. Okay, we're not there. I'm triggered. We don't.
People in Harlem don't even go there. I get scared.
The point is, trash comes in many forms, online and offline.
So then, is there a different psyche for us New Yorkers when it comes to trash? I mean, cause I don't know, like we just don't give a fuck about anything. Like we
don't, and then we do.
Like we care, but it has to be to a certain
we care
level.
enough to say we don't give a fuck.
Right, but we really.
But we do.
Care.
Everybody
Give a
cares.
fuck.
Everybody cares about something that's said or done to them. And if you don't, you're a whole fucking robot, and you need a different kind of counseling. Because that means you're emotionally inept to deal with shit around you.
If anything, I think New Yorkers are more sensitive, which makes us more hardcore.
Yeah.
Because it's like we've been through mad shit, we've seen mad shit. So if you're gonna come at me with some shit, I ain't taking no shit.
Right.
You know
That's the aura.
Now I gotta get in your face because I'm not taking this shit no more.
It be down to like the little shit. I'm walking down the street, you walking past the nigga, walk faster. Like
Yeah, that does kill me, yo. Like people just be chilling in the fucking sidewalk. Like
be,
there's a whole fucking sidewalk. Why are you right in the middle?
How about you walking the street with your eyes closed?
I'm walking through couples all winter. So
you guys.
Now we all taking a selfie.
You literally
we all holding
You
hands.
literally gotta give him the shoulder.
And I'm little, so they be trying to disrespect me. I'm going to walk through y'all holding hands. Red Rover.
I don't see you. I don't see you. I don't hear you. You getting trampled out here.
Oh my goodness
2018.
gracious. Yeah, New York, because we just have this. What Nikki said, I'm from New York, so I'm cocky. We're very cocky in
Facts.
everything that we do.
Yeah.
Accurate.
Even in this, like even
Even
the
in
most
the-
humblest person.
Even in the disrespect, we cocky.
Yeah.
Right, it's cocky, but yet we still
Little-
sensitive. So
yeah.
like we cocky, but someone talks shit about us. Yo, who you talking to? Like,
Mood Cardi B. Yeah.
it's like, yo, if you cocky, then just keep the same energy and just brush that shit off. But we can never brush shit off.
Nah, I was gonna say, what you mean?
We never gonna brush shit off. That's not in our DNA.
Oh, we probably the most pettiest people on the
I
planet.
think we're the pettiest state in the United States. I'm just picky in them shits.
I was thinking about that the other day. Like, I'm petty as fuck. Like, I be trying to let shit go, but I'm still plotting on something that my mother did to me 5 years ago.
Yeah.
I'm definitely gonna get her back.
Okay, that's trauma. That's a little different.
Definitely gonna get her back. Yeah.
Why are you trying to get back involved?
Because she threw cold water on me in the shower, so I
Son,
need to
let
figure
it.
out
Fam.
Let it go. Let it go.
That's not even that serious.
Nah, payback. That's why it's taking me so long to figure it out.
Alright, when she smack you behind the neck, don't say nothing.
Then the cycle
can't read.
continues.
Word.
I can't reach.
Alright.
Now y'all never gonna get reconciled.
Now you're fucking Tom and Jerry. Congrats.
Yep. Exactly what's gonna be. Exactly.
Try to outdo one another.
I'm ready for it.
Congrats.
I'm ready for it.
Speaking of that, who's more trash? Younger people or older people?
Older people.
I'm gonna say young for $5,000.
No.
You know why? It's younger people have less patience to be better. And I say this because with older people, they've already been seasoned, they've already seen it all, so they have the privilege to be jaded because once again they've seen it all, they've been through it all, they experienced all this shit, and on top of that, it's like they are already settled in their ways. So I expect older people, depending on who they are and what they've been through, to be trash in the regards of they've seen life, they've done it, blah blah blah. Younger people, they have all these resources in front of them to be better, but they choose not to, and that's what makes them trash because you have the opportunity to like be better and do better than generations before, and on top of that, be more knowledgeable to make better decisions. But it's like, nah, fam, fuck it.
Then I would disagree. Because all those points, I would just say, like, okay, if the younger people have an opportunity to be better because there's more information out there, older people have lived it. So it's like, you're old and you're trash? Like, come on, my nigga. Like, you doing way too much.
I think I make my point very clear when it comes to older people, especially older women.
Older people feel very entitled about a lot of shit.
Entitled. And you know what I hate? I feel like, especially when it comes to the women, they trying to compete with the younger people and women that's younger than them for whatever reason. Like, sis.
Ma'am.
Ma'am, right. Ma'am, like, fucking relax. Like, you can't pull the same niggas I'm pulling. Your time is up. And if you pulling him, you gotta finance this nigga because he ain't got no bread for me. That's why I'm not fucking with him. I feel like when it comes
there's
to
somebody
older,
in mind that you want to bring up.
I work in a business where I deal with women in general. And when I deal with the older women, it's like they dislike us because of some sort of jealousy, or they feel like we need to be impressed by them, or we need to, like, I don't know, like, throw ourselves on them. Oh my God, you're so... I need all this information. What? Bitch, I don't care. Like, it's nothing you're doing that I can't do what I've already done. It's like you're in a club with me right now when you should be at home. Like, they're not good grandmothers. They're not good moms half the time because they're raising the little dicks you was just talking about.
Woo.
So not only do
flame
we have...
emojis everywhere.
So not only do we have the younger generation being trash, we have the older generation trying to compete with the younger generation. So nobody's learning anything. Everybody just want to be young, dumb, and fucking stupid.
That's
and
why
you
they
got
make
the
fun
older
of
niggas who trying to fuck with younger women, and they just as trash as the niggas our age.
That's
like, ain't none of y'all got shit.
That's why they make fun of, like, the older aunt that always comes through and spills everybody's tea at fucking Thanksgiving.
I'm gonna be that motherfucking aunt. Me and my sister gonna pull up, like, anyway.
So the answer is everyone's trash.
Everybody. I feel like...
I think that was a trick question.
No, I feel like the older people are a lot more trash because they know better. And they they have the ability to school the younger kids, but they don't because they're too busy
and you
trying
trash
to
with high blood pressure. Like, come on, my G.
Yeah, they trying too hard to compete. And it's like they're competing with other parents to... Like, when it comes to, like, these fucking sweet 16s and these baby showers, instead of you telling your daughter and your son, why are you 19, 21 years old having a kid, you throwing this big-ass elaborate fucking 2,000, 4,000 baby shower.
Yeah, that
and the
prom
not going
season,
to fucking
that
college.
prom season shit
That's
was like, weird as fuck to me.
That's fucking mind-boggling how parents are competing with other parents to sell their fucking children an image on social media. Parents want just as much likes as their kids.
Niggas was in the slums of Philadelphia doing a Wakanda-style prom entrance. I didn't understand any of this
priorities.
shit.
Like, be talking about.
First of all, where y'all get the money? Second of all, so y'all not eating for the week, clearly. Third of all, honestly, I think now listening to all this, I think it comes down to respect. I think younger people can't respect older people because it's like, yo, y'all went through y'all shit, relax. We gonna do this new shit. Y'all ain't have the shit that we have. And older people can't respect younger people considering the same circumstances of, all right, you guys are going through, even though we've been through some things and we have the knowledge to bestow on you and stuff like that, y'all still have to kind of live your own lives, and we have to kind of sit
older
back
people be mad resentful because they go through some shit that we don't have to deal with, so then they just be mad.
Right.
But then we went through shit that they didn't have to go through. It's all generation. Time changes.
Changes things. Yeah.
Yeah, times change. It's you can't be tight that you didn't grow up with a fucking computer and I did.
Niggas are the typewriters, right?
Like, yo,
but then
why
not
are
even
you mad at me?
Like, they didn't even have the automatic typewriter. They had the shit you had to slide back to the other side. Like, fuck out my face, Karen.
Just
like,
in ass nigga. Like, yo, relax. Like, but no, I mean, yeah, I think it just comes down to respect, and I think, you know, it really comes down to times change. This shit's gonna change. Like, yo, you can't be tight forever. Or you can.
There's plenty of people I've seen, they just stuck with the meme mug. Like, oh, nobody's fucking you tonight.
And they live
forever.
They live forever. They dead ass. Like, yo, why is tight in your fucking blood right now? Like, yo, chill.
Blood type, bitter.
Be negative.
I fucking hate them, yo. I fucking hate all of them. I hate y'all so much.
Oh my god.
Oh, where are we? Have we truly lost our sense of humanity?
Definitely.
Why have we become so insensitive?
People are dicks.
Well, that sums up that question.
I mean, this episode really could have been 10 minutes. Like, we're all saying the same shit in different words.
But it's funny. But it's funny. Last night I was laying in bed, like, how many different ways can I say trash in different languages? We should have Googled that shit.
I have this Tumblr save post that says, niggas ain't shit in different languages. I really want to put that on a shirt.
Son.
Ooh, do it. I'll wear it.
Ooh, how do you say it in Croatian?
Niggas is weirdos. I don't even say niggas ain't shit because I don't believe that. They just a bunch of weirdos.
Yeah, they are.
Just strange. Like strange little men. I don't understand.
And they're always
Is
little.
it Negras de I can't speak Spanish.
The fuck?
Don't at me, please.
But yeah, I would have to. Yeah, we definitely lost that sentiment of our humanity. Because I think there's a difference between making a joke and just being fucking cruel.
But it's not even a matter of making a joke or being cruel. It's a matter of
being the fact.
I mean, first of all, you're not a comedian. I mean, it's just like, all right, comedians can quote unquote get away with saying such a shit because obviously they're trained or
they have a special talent.
Right, they practice in that regard, in the sense of joking. You know what I'm saying? But people just say that shit once again just for the likes, just for the clicks, just for the shock value. You know what I'm saying? They're not doing it because, you know, oh, I'm trying to be hilarious, because nobody's laughing at that shit. And if they are, then they're just as trash as you. So what are you really doing it for? What's the purpose?
Because like you were saying earlier, people be, like Nieema was saying, like people be having fucking deep-rooted issues that they never hashed out. So whenever shit hits the fan, they just lash out at everybody.
They lash out or they fade to black.
Yeah. That's like this post that I have here where it's like, roasting your friends is one thing, but making fun of something you know they're insecure about is just pure hatred, period. Right. I said what I said, don't at me. Like there's plenty of times like me and Nieema would joke about certain shit, but I would never mention anything that she's revealed to me in private, because you're supposed to have a level of respect for people, and I don't think people have a level of respect for anybody, regardless if it's a stranger, family, stranger, friend, nobody. Like people just don't have no fucking respect anymore.
Interesting, Steven.
Wow. What does that mean? What was that look?
Speak your piece.
I agree with what you said.
Oh, that's what I thought.
Comments disabled. Moving on.
That's what I thought, yo. That's what I thought. How do women still maintain a level of purity while men continue their trash behavior?
Bitches is trash too.
Next.
The fuck? Bitches is hella trash, and I'm saying
I'm agreeing with you. I'm trying to think. I'm trying to think if the numbers are equal though.
Okay,
numbers. I mean, the only thing a woman can't do is get another nigga pregnant.
Wait, what?
Okay. I think we are
losing sight. That visual was crazy.
We're losing sight of God and we're losing sight of the person.
That's the only. I mean, like I feel like that's like top tier when you with somebody and you get the other person pregnant. Women can't necessarily do that. I feel like that's what Trump is.
Oh, you know what it is? I think it's not as vocalized.
But not to cut you off. What do you mean purity? Why are we expecting?
Because now I'm thinking about it, I think it's not as vocalized. Like the general consensus or what you'll see around is like, oh, niggas is weirdos, niggas ain't shit. Right. So the assumption is a majority of men are trash individuals, and you don't see that same sort of, you know, not agenda, but you don't see that same sort of message being said about women.
Yes, we do in music. We see that shit all the time. Bitches is hoes. All they want is your money. If a rich nigga wants you, and your nigga can't do nothing about it, or she wants some dick in the bag. Like, we hear that all the time.
This is the age-old argument that's been having since the 90s. Men are trash, or bitches ain't shit, or niggas ain't shit, and bitches
I don't know. Maybe I don't pay
whatever.
attention to music like that.
But it's
I don't want to let it affect
this
my
has been
thinking.
a conversation back and forth. And once again, I think it comes down to men being insecure about their flaws. So when women call them out on the shit, then men want to clap back automatic on some, no, y'all bitches is trash because y'all be having babies, and then y'all niggas want to, like, leave us. Like we the bad ones. It's like, shut up. Like, what are you talking about right now, my man? Do you even want to have this shit?
Right.
Like, what are you really saying? What is the conversation here? Like, I feel like majority of men are trash, and that's not because of each individual man, but just because of masculinity and
ego,
and patriarchy in general. Yeah. Patriarchy is what makes men trash. You know what I'm saying?
Sense of entitlement.
Matriarchy. No one's out here saying, "Yo, matriarchy is making society terrible." So, like, what are you really talking about right now?
I keep forgetting it's a camera.
Definitely a camera. Can you just after,
that's fine.
Can you just after the show
get these likes up?
Get these clicks? Really? Wow.
Hey. You gotta do anything by all means necessary.
All right. That was a trash statement. Boop.
out.
Recycle bin. Please, please be respectful. Please be respectful when you refer to me.
All right.
Thank you.
Alright,
But no, I'm
recycle
thinking
copy.
about it also from another standpoint. So let me ask you this, from a general position.
Yeah.
So, okay, for example, when a man does something trash to a woman, the woman, I would say, more times than not, can still be, a good-hearted person after the fact, as opposed to vice versa. When a woman does some trash shit to a nigga, he just gonna be like, you know what? That's it. I'm about to just be a fuckboy to everybody.
Man.
Or is
I
that
think that
is that more is that accurate, or is that just
I think it happens, and it happens because.
I think that's why I really meant to put on here.
I think women are very forgiving, mainly because it's just in a woman's DNA to be nurturing and caring.
Mm-hmm.
That's one. Second, it's because a lot of women are afraid to be by themselves, so they will accept anything. And
flex bomb.
Yeah, it's just fucking stupid. Like, I don't know.
I agree. I think women are much more
Forgiving.
good at forgiving than men.
Yeah.
And
We gotta cut
if there's
that
a
shit out.
situation where men can forgive, they'll be automatic petty and say, "Yo, well, nah, I can't even because you trash, you a bitch." Da 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 da.
Yeah, it's the art of manipulation.
Which makes men trash. I mean,
Because
they're all
a woman
trash.
can be mentally smart but emotionally inept, so it's a lot easier for a man to manipulate her feelings that way. Even though her head is like, "Bitch, run," her heart is like, "No, you should stay."
I work this out and see what's
What
gonna
can
happen.
Yeah, and it's like,
Don't ever see what's gonna happen. Be blind.
If-
Be Stevie Wonder to
right.
everything.
if you don't think it's no sense of longevity or anything, or it can't be forgiven, like, I feel like you should just toss this shit away and move on.
Toss the man away too.
It's so.
We just have to. Everybody deserves to be happy, and there's no reason that you should,
Facts.
downplay anything or, push your feelings aside to make somebody else happy.
And unfortunately, even just with the statement of like, "Yo, throw the whole person away," it sounds
Literally.
good in
Throw 'em
theory
away.
because it's like, it's not so automatic. You know what I mean? Like, we know at some point this person's not good for you. This person's not doing anything by you.
Right.
So yeah, throw them away, get rid of them. But then that detachment is not as easy as just saying it. You know what I mean?
Oh, definitely
Yeah,
not. It's
definitely
a whole
not.
grieving process you have to go through.
Yeah, but I
But
think the
at the
point
end
still
of it,
needs
you'll
to
be
be
fine.
made.
Yeah, it's still
But you gotta,
shit hurts.
You gotta see yourself on the other side. You know what I mean?
People see themselves on the other side, they don't want to be there.
Hot take.
They don't want to.
Or they don't see themselves on the other side at all. They
Right.
just see
What
see
is
the
there and
pain.
what's now?
They just see the
Right.
pain
No,
and
they
the
see
uncertainty.
potential. Stop looking at fucking potential. Like, if it's not steps that a person is actually going through to get to that final part, stop looking for that potential.
Yeah,
in
like
that
the cliche
person.
shit is when somebody shows you who they are, believe them. It's cliche, but the shit is fucking true.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. So before we wrap things up, I
Yes,
want to
it's a
list
happy
off
sequel.
some trash testimonials
Yes.
that the people gave us, our listeners and fellow podcasters. Shout
The
out to y'all.
trashies.
The
The
trashies.
trashies, I love that.
You have a segment called the trashies.
I love that. And we get like the little music in the background.
Nah, it has to be like trash music.
What?
It has to be like 6ix9ine or something. Something mad aggressive.
He's scary.
Is it trash scary? Have you never walked by trash can in Harlem with all them raccoons just popping out?
No, they don't come out during the day. If they outside during the day,
It's a special event.
they have
It's a
rain-
gathering. It's a family barbecue at Central Park.
Easter celebration. It's a block party.
It's a death match because them niggas got rabies and something is wrong. Niggas is
All right,
zombies.
let's get to the trashies, shall we?
Zombies.
Oh man. Let's see. Get a woman pregnant these
See?
are what
See? Look at
Already.
that.
these are what
Already.
people
You
these
didn't
are
have
what
to-
I
people
just brought that up
submitted.
as a point.
Already.
These are what people have submitted, whether it happened to them or somebody they know. So for some lady, I guess the guy got a woman pregnant while they were dating. I should really be done with men yet. You know,
She say?
she's saying she should really be done with men, but
In
she's
general,
still.
but she's still trying to thug it
Yeah,
out. Because,
yeah.
I mean, you might meet a good one. He was just
Yeah.
like a little dirty boy.
A little
A little dirty
or
boy.
a laka? A
Well,
lotta.
Yeah, that too.
Well,
It happens. And niggas get bitches pregnant all the time.
I do. I'm avoiding that shit.
I have a story.
Swerve.
You have a story who you got
No,
pregnant.
well, not me, no,
Ooh,
my-
Vixon. I had to move the mic close
My
for that
neighbor.
one.
So I have a neighbor. that.
You got the neighbor pregnant?
No.
Yo, this is wild.
All right, cut it out. Edit that out. Somebody.
No, we're not.
No, but my
do the
neighbor,
editing.
she has been with the same guy for forever, and she has mad kids with him, and he's over her. Yet she thought if she were to get pregnant with him again, that would help, like, cause him to stay, and that's not the case. And so she's tight, he's trash, and all the kids unfortunately are just in the middle.
And they can't nobody go to the chop shop now, right?
Yeah.
Damn.
She's already far in. I feel very sad.
That's crazy.
I grew up with her, so
Like,
I feel,
how far is far?
I feel like bump.
Ah, dang, sis.
Yeah, she's had a rough life anyway. But outside of that, yeah, no, niggas are trash. Next.
She's stupid. But, you know.
Unfortunately, I can't.
Like, yeah, I'm going to compete. I'm going to have another baby.
Yeah, the first.
Like, bitch, what?
The first 4 didn't seal the deal.
Well, know better to do better. I think that's another line that I like.
Listen, adoption.
Or just not have kids.
Get a goldfish.
I gotta.
cheaper.
Don't make me laugh. I
It's a
gotta
snack
go to
that
the
smiles
bathroom.
back.
Oh, don't make me laugh. I gotta go. Hurry up.
Here's another one. People being trash by being themselves, because, well, some people are just that.
Stupid.
Oh, shout out to whoever. Oh, you got a platinum. Trashy.
Gold star.
A platinum trashy. Go on.
Let's see what else. Not taking personal responsibility for their actions in a situation or disagreement.
That's throwback trash.
That's forever trash.
Yeah.
Nieema submitted one. They
What?
just exist.
Yeah, my nigga. Like, you gotta die.
Thank you.
What?
You gotta die.
Thank you, listener.
Just raid all of them.
Just raid all of them. Oh, God.
I think you're talking about genocide, and I personally.
Hey. Oh.
Genocide, okay.
Genocide has happened, over the course of a lot of years.
So that makes it right.
It doesn't make it right, but it's happened. Just saying.
Okay. Well, sophisticated.
We do not condone. My opinions do not reflect that of Nieema Simone.
Put a picture of me with the Nazi hand.
We definitely gotta put.
Oh no! This is taking a horrible turn.
I'm definitely putting a parental advisory sticker on the episode thumbnail this week.
No, you definitely have to say this episode contains sensitive content.
This is called sophisticated ignorance. That's what
If
the
you're
fuck
trash,
this show
don't
is
listen.
called, okay.
This is one that Vixon put up. Flake on promises, commitments, etc.
Yeah.
There's nothing
Niggas
I hate
love
more
doing
than
that.
a good cornflake.
No.
Frosted flakes are kind of in between. It's like, all right, you're frosted, you're cool. You can flake, but yeah, it's like, all right, cool. But a cornflake's got no type of fucking sugar, bro.
At all, no flavor, no nothing.
Cornflakes
I just
are
gotta
mad
deal with it.
trash as a
And
cereal
you gotta
and a
eat
person.
it mad fast before it gets soggy.
Word. 'Cause once it's
Word.
soggy, then you might as well be eating cardboard. Like,
Oh, you're right.
it's like soggy cardboard, right?
You're right. You're absolutely
With
right.
no
Never thought of-
nutritional value. Let's be honest.
Super
construction
trash.
paper.
No.
Super trash.
Yeah, I don't like cornflakes. No, thank you.
That was a crazy metaphor, but it related.
Yeah.
Let's see. I think my homegirl, shout out to her. She was on the show before. She went in on a fucking rant. So let's go through the rant.
I love hers though.
My ex, when he had a baby on me and was like, shit happens. That was trash.
Ooh, ouch.
When dudes beast to be in your life and finally get you and catch amnesia and forget that you were on their balls.
That they were
They
on
were
your
they
ball.
were on your balls. You didn't even have. Trash.
That's a fact.
Yikes.
Have women? No, women don't act like that.
What do you mean?
Like they'll they go above and beyond to like try to get with you, and then when they finally bag, then they just like fuck it, like they comfortable.
I don't think.
I don't think women operate
I
like
had
that.
that
I
issue.
mean,
Like, my nigga, you was fiending. Now I'm here. Now you acting like you don't know what to do.
right.
Heard the kid. Leave me alone.
Heard the kid.
Heard the kid. Leave me alone.
Copy.
Copy. Fucking know
Oh, where
Yikes.
bitches swear you want their nigga because you've been friends with them before they was even in a relationship, and y'all all three in the same setting, and the girl does the most.
it. Bitch, I'm gonna take your man on purpose now.
Oh boy, now you're in a trouble. Now y'all all going out.
A throuple, right?
A throuple, yeah.
Let's see. She said that was trash. When bitches swear you want their nigga because you... Oh, no, I read that one. Because if I wanted him, sis, or if I wanted to fuck him, it would have happened.
This sounds like a rant.
It wasn't rant. Yes,
Yo, shout out to my nigga Yaz.
Son.
When you go into an establishment and the workers act like it's the end of the world and they so miserable. Trash. I think...
A lot of trash ass people walk through the door, so you don't know who's gonna be cool and who's not.
Well, customer service in general. I mean, it's not a happy industry.
I don't know. Maybe because I go in there with a more positive mind state.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think I've ever had like a really, really,
But
or maybe I just haven't been paying attention. Cause I
tell
think
Steven that all the time. Steven don't pay attention, and one, he's not a female, so I can walk into a place like, "Hi, how are you?" and bitches just roll their eyes because I'm cute.
No, I've seen that before.
Like the fuck. Like,
I've seen that
hi,
before.
I need
It's
some
like,
help here.
I just said hello. Why are you frowning at me?
Why you so mad? Or why you act like you don't see me? You walk away mad fast. Now I'm gonna follow you.
Now that was a chase.
Fucking tag your it, like, cause you know what? I got time. Now I'm gonna follow you. Now I'm gonna start picking mad shit up, and I'm gonna leave you at the register because I don't want it. Now your other coworker type, you should have helped.
Yo, you trash too, yo. Y'all both trash.
Don't start with me.
Really comes to a full circle. Nice.
Let's see. When you dead a nigga that's trying to shoot his shot and he violate because you're not interested. Yeah,
that's classic.
That's
trash.
definitely classic trash.
Everybody's
Everybody's
You
witnessed
see that
that
on the
shit.
street. You see that on the DMs.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah, niggas is super trash.
yeah.
This is a good one. Had a date cancel on me for a concert 2 hours before we met up. But he was my weed man. What?
Whoa.
So I didn't cop, and then he still had to go. So I still had to go see him, and he was super salty. And then he was on IG out with people while I was at home alone. That is trash.
Okay, first of all,
Why you going out with your weed man?
That's
That's the
really
same thing I asked her.
That's the real question.
It's a listener, new listener.
You don't. Okay, listener, caller.
Call her.
Don't.
She's
don't-
learned from her mistakes.
Don't date your plug. Don't do that. That's like getting high on your own supply, literally.
Literally.
You want to consort with other pieces of trash, not the ones that supply you weed.
And he's a weed man. The fuck? He ain't making that much money.
He's an entrepreneur. Let's relax.
Word. He's a street pharmacist.
Nobody even.
What do you mean?
You know what?
And then the last one. Shout out to Danny and TJ from Lover's Quarrel Show. They listed cheat, lie, and being selfish as trash.
Yeah, those are the classic traits of a trash person. Yes. Thank you, Danny and TJ.
Solutions moving forward. How can we hold people accountable? We can't. I'm just calling motherfuckers out.
Just call them out. Put them on blast.
You hold them accountable by removing them from your fucking life.
You can do that too.
That works too. Right before I tell you about yourself.
Oh yeah. You always gotta give them all the fucking smoke and then block them so they have
Tupac line real quick and then block.
all the fucking smoke and then just block. Like now you can't even respond, my G.
Nope.
You got no access to me. You've been blocked on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, phone number, and email. Spam biatch.
All for it. Pull up.
You should really get a shirt that says spam bot delete.
We need a shirt that says pull up.
We just need a shirt with all the sayings.
Mad little.
All the sayings all on one
have
shirt.
a closet with like 90 shirts with bad sayings on shit and not wear one.
I think that's our show.
Yeah. I gotta pee so bad.
Before we go, is there any way that we could be better? Any way we could be less trash?
No.
We
Be
all got
who
trash
you are.
tendencies. We
Yeah,
all have
be who you
trash
are.
tendency. Life is about balance.
Yes, duality and growth and progression.
Yeah.
The shit I could be trash about yesterday, I may learn to not be trash about it anymore.
I'm gonna be
in the
trash about
future.
something else.
Exactly.
I was just gonna say be accountable.
I'm like a Pokemon. I just keep evolving.
No.
That is take.
Back to the anime.
Just be accountable, everybody. End of day. Just do better tomorrow. Yo, ever since LeBron said that shit, that's my motto.
Just do better tomorrow.
Just do better tomorrow.
I
There
like
you
that
go.
idea.
Yeah.
Keep that same energy.
Please.
Yeah.
Pull up.
And it's okay if you don't sometimes.
Right, because once again, if you don't do it tomorrow, then you just do it the next day, which is tomorrow to today.
Nah, I might not have that same energy. I might not want to do it no more.
You can't be trash all week, Nieema. Come on.
Listen to me. I'm gonna do it. If I feel like being trash for about an hour, I'm gonna be trash for an hour. Just don't start with me. If you start with me, I feel like I got.
We're definitely the ones that's gonna start with her while she's trash, to just make her even
trash hour.
more, to make her embody more of her trash.
Be a whole dump site for a whole hour. I'm just joking, guys. I'm a really nice person.
I don't know. That was mad believable.
Mad confidence,
Yeah, I was like, okay. I guess we got to something. That's no problem. That's not no problem.
No.
So yeah, we can wrap this show up. Shout out to Bianca, our executive producer.
Gang.
She couldn't be in. But
hashtag Beeline.
As always, she's very vital to our show and what we do every week. Shout out to all our listeners. Shout out to Coco because she brought it to my attention. I never listened back to the episode, so I literally never have a clue what the fuck I be saying.
Still don't understand why.
What happened?
But apparently, we never thank like the listeners for tuning in. I kind of felt like the whole conversation last week was like appreciation for everybody, but maybe we didn't say it like directly.
Yeah, sometimes I guess we just need to actually say it,
Yeah.
so people need that.
We
5
always
love
have-
languages.
You're right.
Yeah.
It's words of affirmation. We
Yeah.
always have to thank the listeners because without y'all, we would just be talking to ourselves.
Right.
And then
To
just
a mic.
only have what, forcements? Like, we're all just listening to the same shit. No, for real. Thank you to the listeners as always, because y'all are the crew. But you know what? Outside of just listening, like talk to us, like that us.
Word, you can slide
Shout out
in.
to everybody who actually been sliding in my DMs and having conversations with me, because I've been saying that for the past 2 years. Like, no one doesn't talk to me or converse with me,
Right.
and I didn't really know what I was. I
Like,
don't know, because
listen,
I'm a
one
woman.
thing-
And I
Yeah,
come
like
across
we do
intimidating,
respond.
but I'm cool as fuck. I have
And
a lot
if
of
you want-
conversations with people.
If you want to start a group chat with us, we are open to that too.
Yeah.
We
should
talk
Me
mad
and Steven
shit.
don't argue as much as we used to. That used to be entertaining, but I mean, we could still do that.
We could definitely set up a group chat. For
You know what it
people.
is? I be mad busy at work, so I don't even be having time to engage with y'all, yo.
I don't.
I'm gonna make an
an
effort though. I'm gonna make an effort.
I mean, do what you
Nah,
can.
I don't want to argue. So.
Well, not argue, but
We
just
argue. Like,
I'm
no,
talking about in the.
Triggered.
I'm just talking about in the group chat.
Oh, okay.
once y'all start arguing, I just nope.
No,
thanks.
Vixon be like, it's too early.
No, thank you.
For this.
No,
And the
thanks.
crazy shit is, it be intense, but it don't be real.
Be mad
I
annoying.
really don't.
It just be like, all right, I'm about to say this to piss her the fuck off, and she about to say something that get me tight, and then you just keep going back and forth.
And Bianca be like, unbothered.
Word, she don't respond to nothing.
See, listeners, you can join in on the fun. So listen and talk to us. You can get the smoke through.
Okay.
But yeah, like you could, if you don't want to do the group chat, you could drop into any of our DMs individually.
DMs, email us, ask us questions, like interact with us.
Yeah, the email
Okay.
is askus@sipodcast.net. You could check out the website, which is sipodcast.net. It's brand new.
It's
very,
cute.
It's very shiny.
very,
Very cute.
very spiffy.
Yeah. There's
So,
stuff on
You
yeah,
always
there's a
DM
contact
us,
page so
too.
y'all can reach out to us if you want to just send something anonymously, or you could just reach out to us directly
Just
on
a shout out, a question, a comment.
Yeah.
It doesn't gotta be a question. Just shout us out. Just give us a
Word.
shout.
If
And
you
I
wanna
like going
just,
out for drinks and tacos.
yeah,
and,
we
like,
gotta do that.
shopping.
We gotta plan like a
can do
little
that.
meet and greet
Yeah.
for everybody to just come through and just mingle.
Yeah, just chop it up.
Yeah, just hear how Nieema disrespects me from time to time.
And just
I got to pee so bad. Are we done?
Oh, I've been prolonging this this ending
Purposely.
on purpose.
I fucking hate you. I got to pee so bad.
It's like, all right, what else can I say?
I feel like we should go for a second hour.
He's like, fuck this mic. Keep going.
But again, we want to thank everybody that's listening right now on SoundCloud, Apple Podcasts, Google Play, Stitcher, anywhere that you could stream your podcast. Shout out to everybody that watches on YouTube. I know y'all
Yes,
dropped a lot of comments on Niema's documentary.
Oh shit, I gotta read it.
Watching.
Oh yeah, I forgot to mention
There's-
that to you.
A lot of comments.
Oh,
Yeah,
I
there's a
love
few.
you guys. You guys
Yeah.
are so
You
mean.
should probably,
there's a few
you
comments,
should
yeah.
probably
I'm
reply.
gonna answer you guys back.
Yeah, there's a few comments on there. Yeah, so shout out everybody that watches on YouTube. Make sure you check out the extra ignorant segments. Those are
Yes.
very important. That's random banter
They're pretty
outside of
fun.
the show,
They're pretty fun.
and we just say whatever the fuck we want,
Pretty fun.
pretty much. And yeah, we appreciate y'all. Yeah, I personally apologize if we didn't get that point across last week, but we appreciate y'all. It's been a crazy 2 years. There's been a lot of ups and downs. None of this shit was ever fucking planned. So the fact that even now that you guys are still here listening to just regular folk just come into a fucking studio until we can just talk shit about anything. It's like, yo, that means a lot to us. So yeah, thank y'all, and I think that's it.
Yeah, cause I gotta fucking pee, yo.
All right.
Nah,
Bye,
because
guys.
I wanted to
I
say.
love you so much. Okay, let's go.
You got a cup in your hand. Just pee in
Nigga, I'm out. Bye.
Squat.
Bye.
it.
Later.
Later, y'all.
We are out here. Fuck y'all talking about? Sophisticated ignorance. Are y'all fucking crazy?
That's a fact. Talk
Are
that
y'all
shit.
crazy? Yo, y'all get me tight. Like, I be out here trying to be humble. Let's not get fucking crazy. Sophisticated ignorance. Alright?